Kendrick Lamar created multiple versions of Good Kid, M.A.A.d. City. Kendrick Lamar reveals that his 2012 major label debut album Good Kid, M.A.A.d. City was just one of several versions of the album he made. Claims he completely remade the project multiple times before releasing it. When asked if he was creating Good Kid, M.A.A.d. City long before he had a major label deal, Kendrick gives a ballpark figure on how many times they redid the album. "Yeah, we did Good Kid about 3-4 times before the world got to it," he explained to Billboard. He then went into more detail about what the changes consisted of. "New songs, new everything. I wanted to tell that story, but I had to execute it. My whole thing is about execution. The songs can be great, the hooks can be great, but if it's not executed well, then it's not a great album." Later in the article, Kendrick confirms that he played Duckworth for Top before it was released. Even though it's a story about him nearly robbing a fast food restaurant that Kendrick's father worked at. He also tells just how long it took to create the song. "It's a story that we both knew. But I think he was kind of blown away by the fact that it was executed within 3-4 minutes. I didn't approach it right the first 2 times. And I knew these were my 3 favorite, Ninth Wonder, beats. I just wrote until the idea finally came." On the track, Kendrick details how his father Ducky got into Top Dog's good graces, thus saving his life. Top Dog relayed a story about the origins of the story in the song, and his family's reaction to it. "I got a phone call from my mama, 'What's going on?' I said, 'Nothing.' She said, 'Your brother just told me Kendrick called me a crackhead.' All laugh. She was just fucking with me." That's a story I told Lamar, probably 10 years ago, and we hadn't talked about it since. When Kendrick first came around, I didn't know who his pops was, but I saw him when we went to the swap meet one time. He was security, so he had a big-ass gun, longer than his leg. When we got back in the car, I started telling Kendrick all my struggles growing up. But he just kept all that shit locked in his head for, like, 10 or 11 years.